Hey Cartel, I want to give you like something that couldn't quite fit into this Pixar video. But first, a student dropped by my office today and gave me a little card, and at the end of the card she put Viva la Cartel, and I loved it. I loved it. So hopefully you're watching right now. Thank you. I love that you put that, and I'm a little worried about trying to make that a little more popular. We're not a Mexican drug cartel. But I still like the idea of Viva la Cartel. So something I really wanted to put in this Pixar video, but I just couldn't find the right place to put it, was back at that Sword in the Stone scene, Sword in the Stone, where Merlin, so the two scenes where Merlin's doing the same thing. In the first one, you'll notice that he's sitting in a chair, and then he uses his wand and he scoops up his bag, takes the bag off, he puts it down, open, and then like stands on a stool or something. I can't remember. Anyway, that motion, right? He's sitting in a chair, stands up, scoops up his bag, then takes the bag off the wand. Well, then when we go to the dish cleaning scene, where they're reusing that animation, it's so funny to watch when you have that in mind, because here you can see him. He's not sitting in a chair, and yet he's clearly standing up and pushing himself off of the chair. And then his wand comes down and scoops up nothing. And then his hand just kind of moves up the wand. And if you didn't know that he had, like, that this was being reused from an earlier animation, this would seem really strange. Like, it's so quick that you don't quite, it's not something that noticeable. But then when you know that there's that other scene and this is just them reusing the animation, it just makes it, I love this scene now. And it just really shows how much they were trying to save on costs because of how expensive it was to animate these things. Like, okay, fine, like he's in the scene and he's like taking off this bag, scooping it up, all this kind of things. We just won't use those parts, but it's going to be way too much to try and animate a whole nother version of him. So let's just go with it. And nowadays, anytime a movie tries to save a little on cost by reusing something, man, they just get nailed. You have all the people just analyzing every single part of this film. But back then, you don't have those nitpickers. People were just excited to have movies, and so they could reuse some of those things and still make great movies. But it just shows how economics changes the way you see these things, right? Like, I now know the reason why they reused that animation was to save on costs. And I love it. These kind of things, they're the stuff that I hope people see and just start gaining that greater appreciation of how much economics influences our world. So thanks, Cartel, for sticking around. Comment below and just let me know if you've got a favorite, Disney movie. Like, I would love to know what your favorite Disney movie is. Start that discussion. We'll see you in the next one.